everybody, this is Solomon Schmidt from HistoryBytes.com. Today we're going to learn about America's 11th President, James Polk. James Polk was born in North Carolina in 1795. As a child, he had many health problems, which prevented him from going to school until he was 17 years old. Eventually, he was diagnosed with gallstones and needed to have surgery to remove them. Thankfully, he began to get better and went to school. While at school, James studied Greek and Latin and learned how to read. After finishing school, he went to the University of North Carolina. At first, he wanted to be a lawyer, but he eventually decided to go into politics instead. In 1824, James married Sarah Childress. They never had any children of their own. Mrs. Polk learned about being a first lady from Dolly Madison, James Madison's wife. In 1825, Mr. Polk was elected as a U.S. representative. He later became the Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, where he worked for 10 years. In 1839, he was elected as the Governor of Tennessee. Later, in 1844, the Democrats chose Mr. Polk to be their candidate for president. While he ran for president, Mr. Polk promised many things that he would do that the American people liked. Because of this, he was elected as president, but only by a small margin. During his presidency, Mr. Polk re-established the independent treasury system because he did not want the federal government to have exclusive banking power. Also during that time, America was trading goods with other countries, but America's tariffs were so high that some countries did not want to trade with them. The tariffs were taxes that countries had to pay in order to trade with America. President Polk worked to lower the tariffs so that countries would want to trade more with America. President Polk also worked peacefully with Great Britain to decide where the border would be between America and Canada. It was eventually decided to be the 49th parallel. Also, during Mr. Polk's time as president, Mexico and America fought a war from 1846 to 1848 called the Mexican-American War. The two countries fought over who would get more land in Texas. America won easily, and because of the war, President Polk purchased a lot of land from Mexico. America then became much larger because it had bought the land that eventually became the states of New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, and California. However, this cost America a lot of money, and it made America's debt much larger. As an interesting side note, James Polk was called Young Hickory because he believed in many of the same things that Andrew Jackson did, and Andrew Jackson was called Old Hickory. In 1849, after his presidency ended, Mr. Polk went back home to Tennessee. 3 months later, he died on June 15, 1849 in Tennessee at age 53. An interesting fun fact is that Sarah Polk did not allow people to dance or drink wine in the White House. One time, during a party to celebrate her husband becoming president, Mrs. Polk made everyone in the White House stop dancing. This is Solomon Schmidt from HistoryBytes.com, and until next time, go learn your history!